Past Hopeless!
Woo!
Yeah. Those guys are awesome.
Who are they?
That is the Bouncing Souls singing Hopeless Romantic.
And who are we?
We are...
Come to
what?
the screen. Come here.
Hold on. Here we go. Oh, come back to me. Come back to me.
We're also filming this on YouTube. You can see us doing our podcast.
Yes.
So just in case we do things and you're like, what are they doing? You can see what it is that we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. You won't be as confused, but you might be when you watch it.
Yeah.
Even more.
Like, why are they doing that?
Yeah, exactly. What's going on, everyone? I am Drew.
And I'm Kat.
And this is Let's Party, Prayer, and Punk Rock.
Yeah, it is.
That's right. Christian life with a twist.
Yep.
Yes, that was Bouncing Souls playing Hopeless
I like
Romantic.
that.
They're a good band.
Yeah.
They are awesome. They're from New Brunswick, New Jersey.
Cool.
They started a while ago, like in 87 or 88.
So
that album is like their third album. And I remember my buddy's band, Save Ferris, actually played a show with them at like it was like I don't know, skate rink or whatever, you know. I can't remember the venue. But it was like Bouncing Souls and Save Ferris and then Voodoo Glow Skulls and a couple other bands, like ska bands back in the day. And I remember after listening to them, I was like, dude, I got to listen to these guys. And they had their first album was called The Good, The Bad, and The Argyle. And I played you a little bit of it where it's like, these are the songs from our favorite 80s movies.
Yes,
you know, I Like Your Mom was one of the songs. That's the first song on their first album, you know? But it's great and it's catchy,
like
you know?
Your song to Jack.
Right. Jack, I got a song to play for you. But yeah, you know, but they are great. They are a really good band. To me, they're kind of like what Green Day almost could have been. I don't know. Green Day's a great band. No disrespect, but you know, they just took it in a different level to me. Good, more melodic punk, but
yeah, I love it. I love it. That's the type of punk I do like. Like, you played a song before you played this song.
Yeah.
And it got a little loud.
You didn't like Fugazi.
And I was like, not so much.
Yeah, if anyone knows
I'm like, that's
Fugazi.
not my vibe.
I mean, they are good, but yeah, they are a little bit more rough around the edges, yeah.
I feel like you can find your vibe in
punk.
every type of genre of music. I don't
yeah.
care what kind it is.
Well,
Classical,
even remember,
you know,
when I was telling you that I like punk, you thought it was everybody screaming and yelling.
Yeah,
you know?
no idea.
And there's more, I mean, they do kind of have a louder voice to their persona when they're singing, you know?
Yeah.
But it's more harmonized. Yeah, and it's not just like, you know, because there is a lot of that out there, but yeah.
It's so angry.
It's more melodic.
I don't have that much anger left in me.
Yeah,
I've been through that phase in my life where I needed music like that for sure. I use Nine Inch Nails. Are they punk or what are they?
No, they're more like industrial, techno, you know, alternative, pretty much now, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Nine Inch Nails is great, but I mean, but they do have a lot of punk vibes to them, you know. And he's yelling and screaming.
I feel like I yelled a lot
out
with their song.
Oh yeah, but man, Trent Reznor, he is awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you know, man, Hurt is just still a great song.
See, we can like play that for a show one day.
We
I mean,
could.
like, but that's not uplifting. We're trying to keep it like happy here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
let's keep it happy.
Exactly.
My 20s weren't happy. It was hurt.
Yeah.
Speaking of hurt, you know what we finished last night?
Yes. Oh man.
Ozark, baby.
That was awesome.
It was so good.
I mean, it was well done.
So good.
It was well done. Yeah,
I mean,
the way they ended it and everything, it was kind of like, you know, it was sort of unexpected, especially the very end and everything.
But don't
no
spoil.
spoilers.
Yeah, don't.
But you know, but you know,
I'm
the
gonna
way
just
it kind of
say
ended
I think it was satisfying.
It was.
I feel like you are satisfied.
Exactly.
I do want more. I know,
but
they're not doing anymore.
You think
maybe they'll do like a movie?
No, or like an Ozark Christmas special. Maybe, you know what I mean? Everybody gather around the kingpin.
Oh my gosh, it was so good though.
I
mean, there was definitely in the last episodes here. There was definitely lots of surprises and a lot of emotions.
Yeah, and man, Wendy's character is insane. I mean, you know, that's not a spoiler.
That's nothing new.
Yeah.
But like, let's not say anything else.
No.
Because
for sure. I know it's hard to like not want to like, dude, and then this happened, and then that happened.
I highly recommend it. If you haven't,
do it.
do it.
If you haven't seen the show,
do it.
Yes.
And what I did like, which is not spoiling anything, is at the end you can like watch more. Which of course, after you binge it for a while, you're like, yeah, I want more. Like interviews and yeah.
Yeah, they had the little 30-minute thing. But,
and so they do a little background of like who they are, and some of them had like accents I didn't know. Like Elle has an accent. I had no idea.
That's Stranger Things.
Oh no, that's Stranger Things. We binged that too.
Yeah, we were binging that too at the same time.
We did.
Well, we weren't really binging either or, I guess.
Yeah. But Ruth, who has an accent, right?
Yeah, she has like a southern accent.
Yeah.
She does, and she's just a straight regular girl, I guess.
Like yeah.
But she does that really well.
Yeah,
you know?
real twangy. Yeah. That's definitely not the way she
like
talks.
the whole mouth thing. You know what I mean? Because she really doesn't have sort of that tight-lipped look, I guess. You know what I mean?
And she said, I am not at all like her.
Right.
I'm more quiet.
Most actresses and people end up saying that, Like Laura Linney, they all say that like she's the sweetest lady on the set.
I know,
You're like,
and you really do.
That lady brings donuts,
Yes. And I love, so they talk about how well they get along, and how they're like a family, and they, the kids grew up, from like 16 to 21, I think was the daughter.
Yeah.
And so, she became a woman on the set. It's awesome,
and
they're like family and COVID and all the things. And my friend Daniel Ringy, I'm gonna like plug my little homie here, did a few of the
AD, right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, of not this last batch, but the first batch of this last season.
Right. The first 7 episodes.
Yeah, and I was hoping they did back like in the background, like shots of all the people. I was looking for him, but I didn't see him.
Yeah.
Like, dang it! Maybe he was like recording it. Maybe he was,
Yeah, he was behind the camera.
Maybe he was helping behind the camera. I don't know, but yeah, that was super cool. I was very happy.
It went well.
I do want more. But I think anything good, just like Yellowstone, although we know we're getting more of Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're getting more of Stranger Things.
It wouldn't be bad to like go back in a few years and watch some of the episodes again.
Yeah.
Or the whole show again, but
for sure.
It's kind of one of those things. Didn't we talk about this before about Nathaniel watching Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
It's kind of like this show, I would love to like have him watch this show. But it's just, it's all heroin.
Yeah.
It's like the best shows. Either dealing with speed, they're dealing with heroin.
I know.
In Yellowstone, it's just like muscle and ranches.
It's
like, what these shows really are telling me is that I don't want a vacation in Montana.
Yeah.
Because I can get my ass beat.
Ozark.
Or go to the Ozark because, I might get involved in some sort of drug trade. Yeah, we did, but they don't even film it there. So we go to Georgia. And then what was the other one?
Stranger Things.
Was it Stranger Things? Well, that's Indiana, so I don't want to go to Indiana, but we'd have to be in the 80s to go to Indiana. But what was the other place? There was like another spot. What were the other show? I'm totally drawing a blank, but whatever. Or I guess Breaking Bad. I don't want to go to New Mexico. But then again, no one really does.
I never really watched that show.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah, that gives me a lot of anxiety, all that. That's very overwhelming to me. So I don't really know. I assumed it was shot in California. I didn't know it wasn't shot.
Well, I mean, the show is set in New Mexico, and they do use a house because there was like a pizza that was thrown on a roof in an episode, and so they go to the house and throw the pizzas in real life or something like that. And the owner got all pissed off, and
it
was pretty. Yeah, I guess
funny.
they filmed some of it there, or I don't know how.
I think I lived in LA for so long. I just assumed that most of everything is shot there.
It's too expensive now. They have to go
now
everywhere else.
It's
like Canada. Whatever,
but it's so interesting because they're shooting, like the Ozark has beautiful land, but they're not shooting there. But it's called Ozark.
And they do shots there. You know what I mean? Like they do.
Yeah, but
like,
the house
overlay
isn't there.
Yeah, the house isn't
That's
there.
What I want to like walk through.
Some of the little, I guess, landmarks.
Even the actors were like, "There's something so comforting of this house." It was like everybody just was there, and the art department took well care of it. And that's close to my heart, so I'm like, man, that's so cool.
Yep. That's right.
So. It makes me miss being on set, watching like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and we were watching behind the scenes stuff for Stranger Things. That's why I was like, Elle has an accent, because I did not know that she's like British.
Yeah. I didn't know that either. I knew like the brother Billy did. I saw.
Yeah,
he
is
I was like,
too.
whoa, dude, no way, that's
yes.
crazy. I didn't know that he did.
Yeah.
And then there was like another character
I'm always
too as well.
surprised. I'm always surprised.
Yeah, like English people or, like from Europe or wherever.
Yeah.
Like any other country other than America, North America. They can do our accent better than we could ever do any of theirs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why is that?
I don't know.
Like, oh, how you doing there, mate? What's going on? And it's like, oh, dude, you sound horrible.
I think that sounds good.
Oh, well, thank you.
I am not trying. That's your department.
Go for it.
No.
I used to do that as a kid, for sure.
What?
Like do the Australian accent. We try to meet
Oh,
girls.
tell the story.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, it was stupid. We go to.
Okay, he's gonna tell the story.
All right, fine. All right, fine. Pull my leg. No, it was funny. Like me and my buddy Rob grew up with Rob. What's up, Rob?
Rob.
Oh, I was like, I don't know if we should say his last name.
Oh yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just don't.
But just don't. His Instagram isn't da 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 da. No, he doesn't even have one.
Nope.
But no, I remember we had a church trip. Once again, church trip, and we went to in
It
California.
always happens on a church trip.
I know, right? It was like a little overnight stay that we did at a church near Magic Mountain. And so the night before, it was like a group of churches, like from around the area, whatever. No,
yeah.
We went up there and we all stayed the night in one church. And so, there's a lot of people we didn't know. So me and Rob decided that we were going to do Australian accents and try and meet girls. And so we talked to a bunch of girls and da-da-da-da, and they believed us.
Did it work?
It worked, yeah.
Yeah.
And what sucked is that the next day we went into the park and we'd see all these people and we have to try and do this accent in front of people and not in front of others. And it was almost like a comic thing. It was like a
never
sitcom
tell
episode.
a lie.
Yeah.
We always
got
chasing
caught.
it.
Yeah.
Now the question is, did you get any ladies with the accent?
Yeah, we had got a few numbers, but we were kids. It was like,
so you
what are we
didn't
gonna do?
have.
Yeah, and then
So
they
you didn't
they're
have to
from
carry
Santa
on
Clarita.
the accent past that day.
Well, and it did make sense because they're from Santa Clarita, and we were like 15, 16.
So how do you
we
get
didn't have
there?
a car.
Yeah.
We lived in Long Beach.
Right.
And it was like, dude, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Back when you had phones that you call at the house.
Yeah. They
Like
have
a home phone
an
with a
attachment with a
voicemail.
cord. Yeah. You can only go so far.
Our kids don't even really know what that is.
No, they probably don't.
Yeah, I mean.
Like a dial-up.
Dial-up, or even more old school is the.
Oh,
circle.
That's what I meant.
Rotary.
Like rotary phone.
Rotary.
Yep. I know there's some.
We need to teach our
that.
kids how to do that so they know that.
Well, I think at this point, if we walk into a house that has a rotary phone on it, I don't know if I'm going to stay there. Or it better be a bed and breakfast in some small quaint town.
Man, they're cool. I would
No, they are,
but I would love one, actually.
I don't know if the kids are ever going to need to know one.
But I want them to be able to look at it and be like, this is what this does.
Yeah.
I know what it is.
Well, it's funny when you see those YouTube episodes of when they do that, they'll put a rotary phone in front of put it in front of children or something like that, or a certain thing that we would know. And they're like, yeah, how do you do this? How do you work it? And you see them punching at it and pushing it.
They don't know.
Yeah, and it's hilarious.
What was it? Was it a rotary phone?
Well, I know one was that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did that with one, and then there was another one. I forget. It was like a pager or something like that. And they're like,
pager.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. 143.
Oh
right?
my gosh, for sure.
Oh God.
I forgot about that.
That's so funny.
Oh, that gives me high school weird vibes.
Yeah, I know. I know, that's weird, huh?
It's so funny.
It is.
How electronics are just controlling our world and our.
Yeah, that's 40.
Yes, amen. I walked through the house today praying out loud. Lord, boost my estrogen levels, Lord. Amen. And then I realized, oh my gosh, I pray about way different stuff now. This is 40.
Yep. Estrogen.
Yeah. I'm before it was be a sale at Forever 21. Man,
Forever 21.
Actually, maybe something else, because Forever 21 is pretty cheap, but good and cute. So sponsor us.
So how was your Mother's Day?
It was amazing. You're so sweet. And Jack was so... He, is learning how to write now in second grade level, which is, huge for him. He struggled a little bit. And so this is, really big. And so he wrote me a full letter. And, he says, you make me feel warm inside. And I'm, aww, the feeling of love. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. You have texted me that. Oh, I love it. I felt
That's
very warm inside too.
That's awesome.
And it was like, church-filled, I got the biggest bouquet of flowers I ever did see. And they smell so good. And I'm letting them live out front so that they get sun, and maybe they'll last just a little longer. They're opening up, and they're beautiful.
We do live in Texas, and the heat will probably destroy them.
Yes, most likely. The heat is going to destroy us if we have to continue the podcast without air conditioning.
I know,
we have to
seriously.
move our podcast inside.
And then it's going to be like...
I know. What are we going to do?
We'll figure it out.
Podcast from the mall.
Oh, boy. You podcast.
We're getting director's chairs. I've been spending some money on merch. Hats coming. We have shirts coming. We've got like all the merch coming. We're going to have a backdrop coming in. So we have all this stuff, and now we're going to have to move it inside because it's going to be too hot.
Yeah, it's getting warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
See, the heat's getting to my brain.
We just got to get a fan. We'll figure something out.
I know, but the fan is like, we could put our feet in like ice. They don't see our toes.
No, that's true. We could just walk around barefoot. Or it's like underneath, it's like the news anchors that aren't wearing pants or whatever, right?
Or everybody that's been on Zoom for the last 2 years.
Right, exactly.
We'll be out in California in July, and so we're going to be taking the show on the road, and we'll be interviewing some people.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And we're going to bring our handy dandy microphone with our new sticker. And if you're on our YouTube, you can see, like, merch.
We have a microphone.
And microphone.
Stand
things.
with it. Yeah, and be like, now from the newsroom. And then there's that, pause in between. Yeah, hi, Bob. We got to do that.
Yes. Probably it'll happen naturally.
Yeah, probably.
So our church said that we could go and interview people, so we'll be doing that. We'll be we're figuring out some questions, and this is kind of in pre-production still, but
we're just gonna.
If you have a good idea what question we should answer or ask for a shorter answer, but not too short, like not a yes or a no, but we also don't want like.
When did you realize you first accepted Christ as your personal savior?
Right, that's like a big story.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
That's too much.
That's too long. So we have a couple of ideas. So we're in the works on that, but we are going mobile. We're going
mobile. That's right.
Baby.
Yep. That's going to be awesome.
Maybe in the car with air conditioning is the way we should podcast.
Yeah, we'll just sit in the car and drive around. Be like Jerry Seinfeld's podcast or whatever, like
I think there's like audio equipment that can like take out the bzzz of the road. Yeah.
Or just get a way better car.
Yeah. Is it like a tire thing?
I
don't know. Yeah.
I mean, there's probably multiple things. You see commercials for like Buicks, and they talk about knocking out all sound, like you're around a volcano and everything's melting and you're just silent listening to your Whitney Houston.
Hey, who do we know that has no, I'm just kidding. Listening to your Whitney Houston.
I don't know.
It's like the moms in their 40s love Whitney Houston, right? So.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's why I brought it up. It's not in my playlist. That's for sure.
I know. I asked Jack if he knew who Whitney Houston was, and he said no. And I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like,
I gotta, like
asking me when I was 6 who Aretha Franklin was.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, he'll know who that is. Yeah. He'll figure that one out.
Yeah. I mean, he knows who Elvis is.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like everybody knows, no matter what your age is, you know who Elvis is.
Yeah. Yeah, they even have a movie coming out.
Did
Elvis.
You?
Yeah.
Oh,
wait, what's going on? We have ourselves an ESPN update, people. Kerr is positive for COVID-19. As we just talked about, COVID, nothing. Oh, well, now Steve Kerr, he's a coach for the Golden State Warriors. He's not going to be coaching, apparently.
Oh, boy.
So there you go, people.
There you go.
Interim coach is heading in.
We tell you first. Get it here.
Get it here first on my app, just like you got it on yours at the same time. You didn't have to look at your phone if you're driving in the car, so that way I just saved you from dying. Congratulations. Praise Jesus.
And actually, at the end of the day, they're going to see that this is going to be like a day later. Because I have to edit it.
Yeah. So it's like, oh, great. Well, that series ended like 3 weeks ago, dude. Thanks a lot. Wow, wait for staying relevant.
Oh, but it's funny. It's good.
With that, it's May 9th. No.
Yeah. So my Mother's Day was awesome. It made me so happy to snuggle my baby and then talk to my mom for like an hour on the phone.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, it just feels so good to
Talk
have.
to my mom. That was awesome.
I forget how good it feels to talk to your mom. I'm like, why don't I do this like 4 times a week? Like, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. And it was good to talk to your mom too and have Jack be able to talk to her and stuff like that. I love your mom's voice. I say that every time we talk about her.
Hello, Drew.
She makes me feel warm inside.
Yeah, she's got a soothing voice for sure. She does.
Yep. So, I was telling Drew one of my favorite memories of my mom when I was growing up. And, I have a lot of them. She was a single mom for quite a bit, so we had a lot of fun.
Yep.
But I remember she spent her whole paycheck on all the Barbie stuff. It was just me and her, and we had a wedding, and we did all the things that you would do if you were a bride. So we did the bachelorette party, of course, like G-rated, and the nails.
It was G-rated. You didn't go to the casino and then
strip club. Woo!
Yeah, to the Thunder Down
We went
Under.
shopping and to lunch or whatever, and I just remember all these little things we did throughout the weekend. She just took time and laying on the floor with me and playing with me. And then finally at the end, it was the big wedding, and it was just, I must have been probably Amelia's age or something like that.
8,
So can you imagine,
7,
it's in the middle of your living room, and it hasn't moved, and you're playing all over the carpet, all the different parties and things, and they're not picking it up and cleaning it up, and it's like you come home from school, and I had, this is the 80s, 90s, early 90s. I didn't have, a phone. I barely had a Nintendo. So I came home to play Barbies, and it was like, she didn't send me to the room to play on my phone. She played.
Right.
So I just appreciate that. I look at that, and that
awesome.
makes me want to get on the floor and play G.I. Joes with Jack, It's
right.
what a good memory of my mommy.
Yeah, because unfortunately you can't play Barbies with Amelia, can you?
Nope. She said to me, if you want to play, I'll play with you.
Yeah. Really? That's so funny.
Sweet, but she really has no desire.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I tell you, I really had, I didn't influence that at all.
Yeah.
She just she had 2 older brothers too.
Yeah, right.
And it was just kind of, and I would tell her, do you want a Barbie? Would you like, no, not really.
She liked race cars.
Yeah, she did. It was Hot Wheels
action.
and Nerf and, all that stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I love it though. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Now she wants to be a BMX racer.
I love that. That's so
That's
Long Beach.
punk
and
rock,
punk rock and
I love it.
where she's from,
Yeah,
I
I know,
that.
exactly, right? I like that.
Yeah. I miss her. It's been a couple days since she's been here, since they've been here, so we're getting the kids tomorrow.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's been a few days.
Snuggle him up.
That's right.
Got to give Jack undivided attention, so that was super fun. He is a only child with siblings. He gets the best of both worlds,
Yeah.
I can hear him at the door right now. Can you hear him?
I think it's the kids outside.
Oh.
Yeah. We got kids infiltrating.
There's
our
multiple
podcast.
areas of children's voices. I love the sound of children playing, though. Unless it's with creepy background music or something, then I don't like it. A scary movie or something. And there's,
I was
kids,
like, what do you mean?
Kids playing in the background.
Like
a
Nightmare on
horror-
Elm Street kind of stuff or whatever. 1, 2.
Yeah. But otherwise, I think it's beautiful sounds. Listening to kids laughing,
No, for
playing.
sure.
It's a good thing.
I would say one of my favorite mom moments, really the one that I would always remember is my mom was a single mom also, and there was 5 kids in our family. I had 2 older sisters, 2 younger brothers, and what she started doing is every Saturday she would take one of us out to breakfast on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
And Corone just babysat when Janae went. And
Your
Janae
older
just
sister?
babysat. Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, she would take one of us out.
Do.
Yeah, but that's what she would do. She would take one of us out to eat. To breakfast every Saturday. So, once a month.
How special.
Because Chad was, 6 months old, my youngest brother. So,
So he always went.
Oh, yeah. Or he stayed home pretty much, whatever. But, I always remember that. I remember that. And, it was always certain things that took place. We would always go to Hoff's Hut. And if you know Long Beach, then you know Hoff's Hut.
Yep.
And we go to the one up on, I think it was Long Beach Boulevard. That one or the one on Bellflower. Mostly the one on Long Beach Boulevard. And, go there on Saturday, and I would be able to play. They had Miss Pac-Man on the table version.
Cool.
And I remember it was the fast one. There was one of the other ones. Can't remember which one. They had a slow version of it and a fast version, and I loved the fast version. It was awesome. I mean, the slow, whatever. I'll take it.
Fast version, they're coming to get you real fast.
No, you're moving.
Or you're
fast. I mean, they're moving faster too, but you're.
Okay.
And I just got good at it. I mean, to this day, dude, that's my game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I remember I was allowed to play one game.
It is.
And then I had to order the food first.
Yeah.
I had to order breakfast, and I'd always get, it was usually just, pancakes and, bacon or whatever,
Yeah.
And then I'd always get a hot chocolate with whipped cream. I always asked for whipped cream, and sometimes it was like, well, we have some marshmallows. And that's fine, but I wanted whipped cream. But that's fine. And then I would get to play a game, play Miss Pac-Man, then I'd eat, and then I was allowed to play a game. And then at the end, they had these little Andes mints that you could buy.
Yes,
25 cents a
Andes
piece.
mints.
You could buy a box or whatever. Yes. Oh, it's
they were
chocolate
always on
mint.
your pillow at the hotel.
Right, yeah. Oh, dude, they're the best. And so I'd always get one or two, 5 or 10 cents
so you
a
love
piece.
them.
Yeah, and that's
it
like my
makes
mom
you
moment.
feel
I always
warm
think about
inside.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she would ask me about my day, and of course, just a kid, you have a car, that's good. Whatever. But, but I actually do remember those things.
And how old were you about that time?
I was probably 8, 9, 10.
Cool.
Somewhere around there,
So my good memory comes from about that age too, which is the age of our children right now.
Right,
Which is
very impressionable.
Super awesome. This is a great time to be having a great time.
Yep, exactly. Hi, Chloe.
The
Podcat.
Podcat.
What's up, Podcat? How you doing?
If you want to see Chloe the Podcat, tune to our YouTube channel.
Meow. Hi, kitty.
Don't make her scratch me.
Yeah, she's quietly meowing.
She's definitely bipolar.
She is.
We love her.
I like your
She's
seat,
loved,
but I'm gonna swipe
but she is moody.
She is.
Again, let's try the today.
Okay. Yeah, instead of Jesus calling.
Instead of the
do
calling,
Jesus today.
let's try that one.
Okay.
And just because we have done the "This is 40" comment so many times, I just pulled to page 40.
Oh, look at that.
I was like, oh.
Hey, that'll work.
Would you do the honors and read it?
All right, here we go. Page 40. Humble yourself under my mighty hand. You are well aware of my powerful hand working
pull you down
in your life
Your
experience.
impatience will also
Sometimes you feel
alienate
weighed
you
down
from
by
me.
my sovereign will.
When you are
trapped
feeling weighed down by your
you cannot
circumstances, change
The
your
temptation
perspective
at
by
such
looking up to me.
times
At
muster the
such times,
courage
just
to
to grow
say,
patient with me
Lord,
in my
I
ways.
humble myself
But
under
this
your
will
mighty
only
hand.
frustrate you further.
Submit to
and
me
you're
in
gonna
my
feel-
ways in your life, even though you long to break free. This protects you from fighting against me, the creator and sustainer of the universe.
Yeah.
Instead of engaging in this battle you cannot win, use your energy to cope with the situation and learn from it. Trust that I will lift you up, relieve your suffering in my perfect, wisely appointed time.
Yep.
That's right.
Yes.
Let me have some verses here.
Yeah.
1 Peter 5:6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under God's mighty hand, that he may lift you up in due time. Micah 6:8. He has shown you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. In James 4:6. God gives more grace. Therefore, he says, God resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he will lift you up. That was actually 10.
So it's all about humbling yourself. So when I read this, I was like, okay, it is so tough for me, I think probably a lot can be relatable, is the ego wants to be mad about something. I want to be mad about whatever happen to me. I want to like be frustrated because it, you know, let's be honest, sometimes being angry can feel good, you know, releasing that endorphins of anger, blah, blah.
It's almost therapeutic. It can feel
sometimes. The release, you know, and however it comes out, hopefully you have tools for that, like breath work. You know, like working
I mean, frustration and anger, I think, should come in a healthy way. You know what I mean? True. You shouldn't just start yelling your ass off in the middle of the street or something, you know.
Oh my gosh.
You know, nothing like that.
Absolutely not. But there is like, this is where grace and God comes in, and this is where humbling yourself past your ego comes in. So it's like pride and self-pity. This is like a dark hole that sucks you in, man.
Pride will grab you and pull you in.
Have to be right, you know. And at the end of the day, multiple times I've experienced like, okay, what I'm supposed to be doing right now is everything's going wrong. You need to stop, get on your knees and pray. I know you don't want to, Catherine. I know you're frustrated. I know you're busy. I know you're going to pick up Jack in 5 minutes, but just take the 5 seconds and humble yourself. And then I swear I'm like more like pouty about it, and I finally do it. And then afterwards I'm like, holy crap, that totally made me feel better. Wow. You know, like, come to me, humble yourself to me.
Pride sort of melts away.
And he handles it.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, hey, how's everybody doing today? You know, and feeling good. It's so interesting. But it's the hiccup of changing from the ego to the humble. That line, to cross that line, that grace-filled line, to walk into it and trust it.
Yeah. And you're supposed to do the right thing, I mean, for the Lord, you know. And I mean, you know, we don't always do the right thing. I mean, hey, you know, I mean, I curse and, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? But what's that?
I curse.
What? No, you don't. That's crazy. No, but, you know, I mean, you know, I'm not the perfect person, but, you know, I think too what it's saying is that, you know, I mean, when you do these things for the Lord, you know, you're just supposed to be humble before God. You know, you're not supposed to, hey guys, look what I've been doing here. What do you guys think? You know,
yes, of
course. You know, you're just supposed to, you know, you're supposed to, you know, honor God's, you know, attention, you know, and not human attention. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, God knows what's going on, you know, and that's what really matters. Especially if you're doing it for the Lord, then why is it, you know, because people will see what you're doing,
and people will be disappointing you. Period.
Well, and you know what? People aren't going to look up to you, and not that you even need someone to look up to, but you know, they're going to think you're falsifying what you're trying to preach, whatnot, if you're not being humble in what you say.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you're going to say one thing and then do another, I mean, hell, I wouldn't want to listen to myself if I'm going to say, don't do that, and then I go out and do it. You know, I mean, but you have to just be humble in your ways. You know, I mean, and sometimes we get off the track. You know, but you got to get yourself a bond, and that's get yourself back on the track.
And that's praying every day for me. I have to just like jump back on the prayer train.
I always look at like freeways. You know, like people get off on the wrong exit and then get back on and head north or whatever. And it was kind of funny how they mentioned how Pastor Drew was mentioning that. Whoever said that all roads lead to the same place was wrong, because if I take the 35 south, I'm not going to get to Oklahoma City.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, that's a great analogy. That's I can't take the 75 north to get to Houston. You know, you know what I mean? Or, you know, for all the Californians, you can't take the 405 north to get to San Diego. You know? So, and please just don't ever take the 91 freeway. But you know,
burn it down.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Let's get back on track. Talking about being.
It's not Christian. You said it was with a twist. I mean,
but you can burn down the 91 freeway though. That's fine.
Oh man.
But you just need to be humble in your actions for the Lord, not kind of looking. Hey guys, look what I've been doing. You know, because that's not cool. You know, that's not doing the right thing.
And that doesn't make your mom happy.
No, it would not make your mom happy.
No. All right, well, we are at our limit here for this episode, and we love you guys, and we're so thankful that you're listening, and you are listening, and we're getting feedback, and we're getting reviews, and we're getting, you guys want T-shirts, and I'm just super excited.
We do have
T-shirts.
We
love you, and we're so thankful for the support. We're going to have mugs and T-shirts and whatever you want. I'll, make it.
Yeah. You want like a bottle opener, or do you want like staples with our names on it? We'll do it.
I'm going to start printing my own stuff. So let's do it, baby. All right, what are we going out with?
All right, we're going to go out with the favorite here, of course, we always talk about, and in fact, I'm wearing the shirt, Face to Face.
Love them.
These guys are great. I mean, I've talked about them before.
They're his
punk
favorite.
Band. Yeah. Oh, man, I love these guys. Trevor Keith, lead singer, he's a phenomenal writer as well. This is from their latest album. It came out 6 months, less than a year ago. And it's called The Farewell Song. So here we go, guys. And I guess it's makes sense, right?
Farewell.
Farewell, everyone. Farewell.
Let's party, prayer, and punk rock.
Yeah!